Hi. Hi. Did you know that journaling is probably the answer to every difficulty, every question, every doubt, every feeling that you have? So, I'm going to talk a little bit about journaling today. What is journaling? Journaling can mean about writing down what you feel, writing down what you're eating, writing down your exercise routine, something new that you're trying, writing down how you feel grateful for the life that you're living, even if it is not extraordinary to you right now. But there are still things that you have and you feel happy about. You know, journaling is basically one of the most effective ways to gain self confidence, to overcome anxiety and stress, because once you put your thoughts down on paper, they find a new space to live in. It does not have to live in your mind anymore. Okay. I explored journaling when I was probably a teenager, but the kind of journaling I did back then didn't actually make me feel very good about it because I used to write down all the things that did not work for me or did not make me feel good. So, what would happen is that once I would go back and read those things, I would feel worse. Okay. But instead, today and since 2020, since I started journaling again, I started seeing different aspects of it. Instead of writing down things, only the things that made me feel bad or sad or upset me, I started finding balance in the way I was expressing myself on the journal. Okay, I started writing about things that made me feel good, things that I loved, things that I was grateful for, things that made me feel bad, things that I did not like, something that I wanted to say to someone but I didn't know how. And I would start writing down everything. And this practice initially I started doing in one single journal. But when I would go back to those pages, I would feel really confused because there are things that I have noted down, but I cannot connect to it anymore. So instead, what I started doing later was I got two or three journals, divided them into different things, and started noting down in different sections. If I was feeling good or bad or how my day went, it went in one section. What I was grateful for went in another section. So that way, I was able to not only compartmentalize my emotions on paper, but even mentally and emotionally I felt more sorted, instead of feeling jumbled up about everything. Okay, about family, friends, work situation, money situation, life in general. Instead of feeling so jumbled up about things, I started to recognize that, okay, you know what, I'm feeling this way and I think it's because of this. And I would go back to my journal, to that particular section, and when I would go through whatever I have written down in the past week or two, it would make sense to me why this feeling is coming up right now. And it helped me keep track of my emotions, of how I was feeling, of all the things that I had to work on, because there were a few things that came to me as a surprise. I thought that I was a confident person. But when I would read my journal, I realized that there are a lot of things that I feel absolutely unconfident about. And I wanted to work on those things. You can be a confident person and still not feel confident enough for a certain situation or during a certain episode or a situation. So, journaling actually helped me overcome a lot of my fears, a lot of my blockages, internal subconscious blockages. It helped me also note down my emotions because I was not very vocal. And it helped me note them down. It helped me sort it out and feel it out. So, I want to talk a little bit about how journaling can be helpful. Journaling can actually help you achieve your goals because once you write down your goals, it becomes more real to you. It becomes more achievable somehow. It's come out into the reality. Okay. And writing down your goals can feel extremely powerful or intimidating. All right. And what happens is when you continue to journal, you will grow your self confidence because eventually you will start noticing the patterns that help you grow, or the pattern in which you have grown from the first day when you started writing until today. And between this, you grow in many layers, in the sense that you grow in your self confidence grows. It helps you strengthen your memory, and it can help you reduce your stress and anxiety to a large extent, because you are able to free up that space from your mind and put it down on paper and make it real again. Okay. And eventually what happens is, when you start writing down all the things that are stressing you out or you're not enjoying, you also sometimes end up coming up with a solution to that stress. So there are many types of journals that you can actually maintain, or like take a nice thick book and divide it into different sections like I spoke about. And you can make a food journal, an exercise or workout journal. You can make a gratitude journal, a day-to-day entry journal. You can have just an emotions or feelings journal. You can dedicate a journal to just your goals and achievements. You can even have like a sketch journal that helps you actually let out a lot of emotions from your subconscious, and it helps you to even create some really amazing art. You can maintain a to-do list day by day. You can make a to-do list that, okay, these are my goals for today. And you can even have a dream journal. A dream journal is something so personal and so important, I feel, because it helps you to connect with your subconscious personally. On a very, very personal level, you can connect to yourself. You can connect to your higher self. You can connect to your inner child. You can even understand the functioning of you in general, the functioning of your brain, the functioning of your emotions, and what kind of things affect you when you're awake. Because sometimes we do end up seeing dreams that are related to the events that happen during the day, and it helps you understand that that particular thing really made an impact on you. Okay. But a dream journal, I would suggest you to write down your dreams the second you wake up. That is very, very important, because as soon as a few minutes pass, you tend to forget about it. And it's a practice that would make you become even more aware of what is happening in your dreams. Okay. And apart from this, you can maintain a journal just of your conscious thoughts. So every time you're having just a chain of thought, write it down, and when you go back to it, you can recognize what kind of thoughts come to you. Where is it coming from? It makes you question those things that will eventually help you connect with yourself better, and it would help you understand yourself better. So instead of depending on somebody else, you basically work for yourself. It's like a self help thing. But journaling is highly, highly recommended by me to anybody, really. Your language doesn't matter. The way you write, it doesn't matter. For as long as you are being true to yourself and you're putting yourself down on paper. So this is what I have for today. Please like the video, share it with a friend or a loved one, and do subscribe to my channel. Take care.